Alright mums, welcome. Okay, so let's get a bit of a quick recap of what we did today on Monday. We used the Tabata timer again, but this time we made a slight difference. Because we were working as partners, one person would work for 20 seconds, they would then rest for 20 seconds and the other person would rest. So if we're using our interval timer, we're setting it up for 8 rounds of 20 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest. So we did these in pairs. We basically took 2 movements, we put them together to constitute one workout. We then took a minute or 2 in between them and then we moved on to the next pairing. So let's just go through these ones really quickly. So first one, we combined the air squats with the walkout. So our walkout, simply standing here, we're looking at hinging at the hips, but remember we're not going out to a full plank, we're coming at an angle, we're coming out so that our knees are still slightly bent. So from here, tip down, we walked out to here, where our knees were still bent. We didn't come to a lockout, just to here to be engaged, step back, and we stood up. So that was the first 20 seconds. Person 2 would then go for 20 seconds. We then came into movement number 2, which was our air squats, but we did them in a sumo position. So that meaning like a sumo wrestler, we turned our toes out at 45 degrees, and we simply came down and up, and down and up. As we got into this, when we were ready, I was challenging you to come up and down. So think like a jockey, like the Melbourne Cup, like we said. So that's the first pairing, walkouts and air squats. Pairing number 2, the only weighted activity we've done so far, we used the dumbbell. Now we gave you 2 options. The first option was we went from here, from the knee position. So in, let's call it CrossFit terms, for lack of better words, this is the hang position, means it's just hanging down. Otherwise we'd go from floor, but we're going from the hang position. Option 1 was just to pop it up here to a clean, meaning we clean it to our shoulders. Option 2 would have meant a snatch. So we're going straight up, so we're not swinging it out. So from the side, when I go here, my arms are coming straight up, pop. So from my knee, pop, and back down. So I'm using my legs to create the momentum to get the dumbbell up. Now, if you're doing this at home, don't have the dumbbell, that's fine. Just push, push. Doesn't make a difference. You can grab 2-litre container of water, milk jug, fill it with some water, something along the same lines, you'll get the work done. We paired them with lunges. So you had 2 options. My preference was to go and do a step back into reverse lunge, just alternating the knees. So again, exercise or movement 2, dumbbell clean or snatch with our reverse lunges. Third one, we went down the floor, we stayed on the floor. So we used the glute bridge, but we did it in the butterfly position. So that butterfly position, as we said, not the most flattering, but basically this is the butterfly stretch that we would have done before. We're sitting with our heels together, we're coming all the way back down, and we're going to simply bridge our hips up and down. Option 2 was to put our hands over our heads, which meant we could have bridged up higher. And then the third option, we could take the dumbbell and stick the dumbbell on here. The reason why we did this one, engaging our glutes and in the butterfly position, pulls in the adductors, the inside of the thighs, right? And when we do that also too, as you squeeze the glutes, you'll find those little muscles just above your hips, the lower part of your back, also get brought into this. So we're starting to bring up some back strength as well too. We paired that one with push-ups, simple push-ups. Now most of us are still doing push-ups with our hands wide like this. What I'm going to get us to do over the next couple of weeks is work on bringing our hands and rotating our elbows in. So when I do my push-ups, they're always down, they're always close to my body. Okay? The reason why I do that, going wide, yeah, old school bodybuilders believe this is a chest movement. Well, not really. It's really your shoulders and it's really your back. So what I want us to do, even at home, try this at home. Take the hands, bring them straight in. Basically that your biceps are coming up and they're hitting your lats or the side of your ribs. Old school, people might call it a tricep push-up. It's just a push-up, but I'm looking to do this. The reason why, whenever I'm sitting from the back, and I'm doing this, I'm squeezing through my scapula, I'm squeezing through my shoulders. This group here of muscles is much bigger than just hitting my chest or my shoulders. So therefore, when I do push-ups, I pull them in and we start to use our back as our movement. So that's pair number 3, the glute bridge in the butterfly position with the push-ups. And the final one, we did the side plank pulse with the bulldog tap. So side plank, again, feet together. If you're not a fan of feet together, put one foot to the side, simply elbow in, hand up or down, your choice, and we simply did our little side plank dips for 1 round. Okay, we then went on to the bulldog and we did a tap. So that's meaning on all fours, sitting in that bulldog position, lift our knees slightly, and then we're going to simply tap our shoulders as slowly as we can. So holding here in the bulldog, tap and down, tap and down. I'm trying to keep my shoulders square. My hips are moving a little bit, but I'm trying to use my core. If you can't do that, just do the hold. Just do the hold.